start of many, many great plays for Caleb Blas's Sun Devil.
Talk about the other big play of the game, the interception.
It was fitting. You know, I can't tell you how tired I was at the very beginning of the year about how many defensive starters were graduating and all that, which is, you got to ask those questions. I understand that. But, you know, one thing you shouldn't do is probably be totally honest about things. I can remember, I mean, I'm not looking out there, there's 4 freshmen, they're playing, some of them starting most of the time. I can remember the exact play when Taylor Kelly got hurt against Colorado. As I'm telling you, you just don't have a worse feeling than that. And the reason why I had that feeling is because I knew kind of where we were defensively. I knew how far we had to come. And for this team to come where we were, graduating the people we graduated, and to come back and really be the backbone down the stretch for our football team, it was very fitting that we would win on an interception. And just a phenomenal play by Quishy Brown. The effort. I mean, we played, how many plays with 70-something on defense? Ami played every snap.
77.
Tayshawn Smallwood played every snap. We did not sub. And we did that because we just had some concerns about, you know, they were very complex in their audibling system and stuff like that. So we were trying to avoid mistakes, but really proud of our defense, proud of how if you wrote a script, it would finish just like that. That was a heck of a game. That was about as, you know, I don't know how many momentum swings were in there, but it was a little up and it was a roller coaster for me.
Coach, could you put into maybe some perspective what Taylor Kelly has meant to this program, and what did you tell him after the game?
You know, what I told him after the game is I called them all in there, and what I want our fans to know, you know what, hey man, you know, part of this thing is, ultimately I'm responsible. I've got to make decisions, you know, and but one of the things I think that great programs have, man, they've got trust. And I'm going to tell you, Taylor Kelly is the finest person. Coach Cassidy's sitting there, he's been doing it a lot longer than I have. Young man's the finest person I've ever coached. He does not one person in our locker room is excluded by him. No matter how different or who they are, I've never seen a person that just had the heart that this guy has. And he was hurt physically. And a lot of people think, well, Coach, just being loyal. No. We put the quarterback on the field that's the best player to help us win a championship. And Taylor Kelly was it. And no doubt, being a quarterback and being a leader, you know, one of the things I learned a long time ago is you change head coaches all the time, it's not real good. You change coordinators all the time, not real good. You change quarterbacks all the time, you're just not going to win. And when you've earned it and you've done that, on the same hand, we're blessed. I said that earlier. We got 2 great quarterbacks. After the game, I told Taylor Kelly, best decision I ever made. Obviously, it was making you the starting quarterback and believing in you. And everybody in that room agreed. There's not a person on our team that has any regrets about Taylor Kelly playing any snaps this season. And then I looked at Mike Berkovich and said, this is your football team. And he's earned it as well. So Taylor's just, that's all I can say about him is that, you know, he's just, he has this, he's a giver in every way that you can possibly be. And our players respect him so much because of the way he works and how he does things. And he's the real deal. He's genuine. And it was great to see him really healthy, using his legs, extending plays, making plays. And, I've told all the seniors, and in particular him, that I'm proud that I'll be his coach the rest of his life. And also told him go play football as long as you can, and then hurry up and get back here because Coach Norvell might get a head coaching job. I need to start grooming my next coordinator because that's what he'll do. I'm not kidding.
Coach, the way your team finished out the season, how proud of you and them, and what does this do for the program? You talk about championships all the time. What does this do?
Yeah, our program's about winning championships, and every guy in that room will tell you that we fell short of that. But we've accomplished an awful lot. You look at what we've been able to do in the last few years. We've laid a great foundation. We've competed for the Pac-12 South Championship every year, and that's what we said we were going to do. we also said we're going to win it. So we've got to take that next step. And I think these seniors have laid the foundation. We're doing it the right way. You know, we're doing it the right way. We're building it the right way. You know, everything about it, you can feel it. You can feel the energy. You can feel the excitement. You can look at recruiting and see, you know, because sometimes you get kind of spoiled. You don't realize, you know, I try to say, guys, hold on. Remember what it was like when we first came here? And we're in different doors and different, you know, we're competing at a different level because of these players. These I've had 3 senior groups that have been incredible. This one by far the best in 28 years I've ever coached. So we got a great foundation. The championships will come, and I love that standard. Our fans, man, I want them to be upset. I want them, man, anything less than being a Pac-12 champion is disappointing. But for these guys to come here and finish Sun Bowl champions and put that on the wall with the other 2 championships that we have. Sun Bowl championships, it means a lot because these guys finish as champions, and that's a big deal too. And this was a big deal to our guys. We worked hard. I mean, 3 days off. 3 days off. Not one of our kids went home 1 day for Christmas. I mean, this was serious business, and we were serious about coming here and winning this bowl game, winning the championship. We're blessed to be here and get the opportunity.
Can you talk about Demario Richards' performance?
Demario's a guy that, man, I mean, he is. He can be as good as he wants to be. I talked to him about being humble and staying humble, staying hungry. But he is just he's a force, and he's got a great skill set and only beginning to learn. He's going to be a great one, and I love his toughness. I love it changes things when he's in there, and he's going to be a great player.
What was Cam Smith's deal?
He had an injury with his knee that we fully expected him to play, practice, and he just wasn't able to go. Went out pregame, couldn't go.
Coach, you mentioned it was a roller coaster there for you late in the game. For the 48,000 people that were here, they got to see an amazing game and one of, if not the best, Sun Bowls we've ever seen here.
I told him that the other day. I said, and like I said, I really mean this. It was so fitting that we played Duke. A coach that's class, character, discipline, tough, and because I'm telling you, they were a challenge schematically and what they did. I mean, fake punt was an unbelievable call. It's 4th and 10. I mean, that was a heck of a call, and they got us there on that deal. But you know, it was 2 great football teams, man. We're talking about 2 teams going for back-to-back 10-win seasons, and man, I really appreciate. You know, I love. I've been to this town and played many times, and there's not been very many times I've come here and there's not been a full house, and especially when Coach Price was here. And so I really appreciate the people here in El Paso coming out, and I don't think Duke or Arizona State disappointed them. It was an exciting, fun game to watch that went all the way down to the last 45 seconds. So that's what Bernie said that we needed to do. So we obliged him.